Great.
Protein's good. So we've got our eggs.
Hey, that was close.
It was.
Yeah, catch it again.
Oh!
Hey guys, it's nice to be back. It's Fish and Franks. Last time I saw you, we were talking all about anxiety and things that affect anxiety. This time we have got a new series, myself and Julia. I've dragged Julia in to talk about nutrition. And we're going to perform a series of basically nutritional topics that are really effective at this moment in time. Things that can affect your sleep, your mood, your performance at work, and just generally how you feel. So, Julia, welcome on board to Fish and Franks.
We're going to talk about good mood food first of all. I think if there's one thing we've learnt this year is we can appreciate how much more important our mental health is. It's not just about physical health, our mental health has really been at the fore this year. So we're going to talk about nutritious foods and how they can really help us to perform well. They can really affect our mood and our concentration levels, and hopefully help to prevent any kind of depressive symptoms as well, by eating well. And there's three topics that I want to talk about. Firstly, how we can feed our brain. So we're going to talk about eating a wide variety of different healthy foods, and we're going to talk about some of these foods here in a bit more detail, and about staying hydrated as well. We're going to talk about feeding the gut and how our microbes and our gut bacteria can really affect our mood as well. And we're going to talk about healthy habits, and I'd be interested to find out from you what your healthy habits are.
Babe, my healthy habits have gone out the window in lockdown. Like we talk now, and we're all like trying to help other people, right? But actually, I'm standing here now thinking, I find everything you just mentioned there, I find really difficult myself. I find that all my habits that I did have, all my structure that I had, has literally just gone, like, I know what I need to do, and you guys will know what you need to do, but then it's applying with the motivation and just thinking, oh, will it make a difference? Like, like, people always think that they, like, eating well costs more.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important to talk about, because it doesn't, but it can.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think we've got some good examples here that we can talk about. And so protein foods, so your meat, fish, so meat, fish, eggs, beans, pulses. We've got some pulses here. They're all great protein foods, and serotonin is the hormone that is our happy hormone, really. So we need protein foods to make serotonin. So serotonin is very important for our brain health. So eating plenty of those lovely protein foods is important. If you're vegan, then plant-based sources of protein, it can be difficult to find them. But you know, the beans, the pulses, things like tofu are great plant-based sources.
You say about being vegan, right? Now, it is getting easier to find vegan food in supermarkets, right? But I still find it pretty difficult. Thinking like, I find this really. I look at this and go, oh, it looks difficult.
Okay.
It looks like you can't just whack it on a plate and get it down there, and I'm going to have complete protein, feel good the next day, have the energy I need, have the protein I need, all in half an hour.
Yeah, I think the key is to find some good recipes that you can use. Maybe I'd say probably avoid the dried beans, because they're a bit more hard work. You've got to soak them quite overnight, that kind of thing. But the tin beans, you know, they're as easy as opening a tin. You can make all kinds of, you know, tagines and stews and casseroles with those. Loads of vegetables.
My belly gets really sore. Like the other night, I didn't have loads of beans, but I had, you know, I just added beans and stuff, pulses to my salad and stuff.
Yeah.
And that night, my belly was so sore.
It's a common problem, actually, and so
is there anything you can do to
what we'd recommend is that you introduce them gradually. So full-on beans straight away, not a good idea. Build it up gradually over the course of a couple of weeks. You know, just introduce them slowly and work out if it helps.
All right, what else got on our table, Wes?
Well, we haven't got it on the table, but one thing I do want to talk about is oily fish. So our brains are 50% fat. Fat for you today.
And I asked you earlier, off camera actually, I'm going to say, when I heard that, I thought, does that mean, as an athlete, when I'm always, like, when I get closer to, like, Tokyo, and it's about peak performance, and you're dropping weight, and you're dropping body fat, I thought, do I lose, like, a bit of my brain because it's got less fat or something? But because you can't spot reduce fat, can you?
No.
It does make, I know you don't, people are going to say, Fish, I haven't got a clue what the answer is here. If you know the answer, you let me know. But it's crazy that it's 50% fat.
I think the answer is to eat the right kinds of fats.
Yeah.
So omega-3 is the fact that we get from oily fish, and we need that for our brain. It's an essential.
I
If
can't
you
do
really,
it.
really can't tolerate eating it, then I'd say take a supplement. But
Yeah.
the key thing is to get some.
Can you get the same nutrients from like a vitamin tablet or a fish oil as eating it probably in food?
You get the same nutrients, but whether they're as effective, whether we absorb them the same,
Okay.
is the question. So as a nutritionist, we'd always say get the nutrients from food.
Right.
And that's why eating a healthy, balanced diet is really important, because you're eating all of the colour, all of the different varieties of fruit and vegetables, some healthy protein, some of the healthy fats. All of those things together work together. So things like your B vitamins that you get in meat, fish, dairy products, they help to release the energy from your food. So you can be eating all the carbs and all of the energy foods that you need for your training, but if you haven't got the vegetables and the fruit coming in there to give you those essential vitamins, you can't release that energy.
Don't have your fresh vegetables or your fruits, then you're not enabling yourself to release what you need for your body to be able to have. Okay, Juliet, so we spoke about good mood for food, good food for mood.
Yeah.
Give me your top 3 tips. If someone wants to feel good at the moment, how do we do it?
Okay, first of all, protein foods. Make sure you get some good protein foods to give you that serotonin that your brain needs to give you that happy hormone. So that includes oily fish as well. So that's number 1. Secondly, a wide range, huge variety of different fruits and vegetables to really encourage those good bacteria in your gut to flourish and get that diversity going in your gut. So you've got that huge range of fibre from your food that's going to help to feed your brain.
Enjoy the wind.
In moderation, introduce it slowly. And lastly, I would say hydration. We need to be hydrated to be able to concentrate. Even mild dehydration can affect your performance massively. So, and it affects your mood, obviously. You're not going to feel great if you're dehydrated. So, stay hydrated.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to myself and Julia, all about good food for your mood. I'll see you real soon.